Good people, what's happening? Another episode of the All Go podcast. It is a wonderful Tuesday evening. I am in the good old Midwest. I'm actually in Toledo for dad stuff, taking care of my youngest. But anywho, we got to talk about Brooklyn, because 51? You were up 51 at one point in a basketball game, an NBA basketball game. NBA versus NBA team. There were two NBA teams on the court that both made the playoffs, and one team was up 51 on the other team. So I'm going to stick with my conviction and my pick. I did pick Milwaukee. Yes, my team at one point was down by 51 points last night. It was crazy. That was a wild game. Like, to see, back to back, like a team like Brooklyn just hit every single shot. Like, when a team comes down and hits like 7 shots in a row, that's tough to bounce back from. And obviously we saw Milwaukee did not bounce back. They were just kind of stunned, and they couldn't bounce back either. Giannis, the thing I don't understand is, I get it, like, the Brooklyn wants to bait you into taking jump shots, but you can't take the bait. Like, they're doing that for a reason. Like, that's part of their game plan, and you've got to be able to be better than that. Like, his strong suit is going downhill, getting to the basket. And I had tweeted during the game, obviously it was well out of hand, but I'm like, Giannis, get downhill. Do that little Euro step stuff that you always do. Like, do that. You need to go through Blake Griffin's chest. And a couple possessions later, he did it, got fouled, and was shooting free throws that he missed. But he's still got to continue to do that. Like, I get it. They're going to play you to that jump shot, and you're going to have to make, at least a couple in the game. Bro, Giannis was just on another one. But, Giannis, you gotta come through. Now, granted, his wingmen, his Robin, Chris Middleton, nowhere to be found until the game was over. Drew Holiday, bro, I need more from you two. Teams got to play better. They've got to play better. I think Milwaukee I'll say this. If Brooklyn plays that way, it doesn't matter who they play. They could play the Monstars. They're going to lose, or they're going to win. But if both teams are playing at their best, it's going to be closer than 51 points. That's what I know. Now, I'm not saying Milwaukee will win, but I think if Giannis gets back to playing downhill, being aggressive, they can do some stuff. Because I think you can get Blake Griffin in foul trouble, Blake Griffin's been playing out of his mind. And I also tweeted this. He's the poster child of how an NBA player looks when he doesn't care, which was him in Detroit, and how they look when they do care, which has been him in Brooklyn. It's clear that he cares about playing basketball and winning. And, he's been balling. But back to Milwaukee, Giannis has got to play downhill. He's got to play downhill, because when he does that, he's able to open up his shooters, and the defense collapses on him. And he can hit, Middleton. Hopefully he hit the shots and, make this a game. So, yes, the Nets absolutely obliterated the Bucks in the first 2 games. They won their home games. So for the Bucks, all you got to do, just next game tomorrow, focus on just trying to game 3 is all you need to focus on. Don't worry about the series. Don't worry about any of that. Just one game. But goodness gracious, that was ugly. Anyway, so that takes me to something else. Ben Simmons. So Giannis and Ben Simmons have very similar weaknesses. Very similar. Neither one of them are great free throw shooters. Neither one of them are great jump shooters overall. But there's one guy who's actually willing to take that shot. His name is Giannis. The other guy, Ben Simmons, you're not even willing to take the shot. Like, you won't even attempt it. And I don't know if there could be many of things. So it could be a mental, psychological block that's going on with Ben's mind where he just can't do it. What I think the issue is Ben Simmons thinks he's a little bit too cool and probably thinks he looks stupid shooting a jump shot. He might be right, but nonetheless, like, this is your profession, man. Like, I just don't get it. You get paid all this millions and millions and millions of dollars just to take a jump shot, and you won't do that. Like, Giannis has at least taken the strengths that he has and turned it into being a league MVP. Ben Simmons, what have you turned yours into? Nothing. You haven't turned into anything. And I just, for me, I don't understand it. I don't get it. But Ben Simmons drives me nuts. And I just don't know what Philly's going to do. If he doesn't even take jump shots, like, you at least got to take them sometimes. Giannis, I think, takes them a little too much, but you got to take them sometimes. Ben Simmons takes them none of the time. And he's going to be the reason his team goes home. Because for Philly, Joel Embiid can't do much more than 39-9 of what he did. Like, he can't do much more than that. And for Ben, he's going to be the death of his team. He's going to be the reason his team goes home to the Atlanta Hawks because he doesn't want to take a jump shot. I have no idea. I'm going to stick with my pick, though, to wrap this video up. My pick was Milwaukee. I'm going to stick with it, even though it doesn't feel great right now. But I'm going to stick with Milwaukee. I think they can kind of regroup, get it together, play some defense. And Giannis will get back to his strength and get downhill. And hopefully everything will be everything. So we shall see. Appreciate you hanging out. Peace.